Hey, everybody, welcome in. I realize I have a big black screen behind me. Let's see if we can fix that quickly. I did the risky move of starting my stream without remembering to turn on the game first, which you'd think would be kind of like Streamer 101. Like, those are the kind of kinks you'd think you'd work out after the first maybe 3-4 months of streaming. Not 3-4 years of streaming, but here we are. Welcome in. It's me, your old pal, Decaf Jedi, and I'm so glad you can join me as we dive back into the Devil's Playhouse. We're going to be playing They Stole Max's Brain. That's going to be episode 3 tonight. And I hope y'all are doing well. Good to see you, Noble Knight, Valiant Cheese, Matawi, Blackbird. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. I'm really excited for this one. It's funny, Valiant. I have like this whole checklist in my head of all the things I need to do before I launch a stream. Like, I need to make sure that OBS or Windows didn't randomly change my audio inputs or outputs. I'm testing, make sure all my buttons on my stream deck are set up like I need them to. And yeah, today I forgot that I need a video game running if I want to stream a video game. So that's how my day's going. How's yours? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to saving Max's brain too. I mean, that would be the solution. I could actually make like a real checklist rather than just a shoddy mental one, since that one's clearly not getting the job done. All right, here we are at episode 3. They stole Max's brain. Little buddy, what have they done to you? Someone snatched Max's brain, gunning for control of its bizarre psychic powers. Now Sam is rolling up his sleeves, smacking heads, and throwing slugs. Whatever it takes to get back what's rightfully Max's. Let's do this thing. They stole Max's brain. Take me to episode 3, please. Do it, Rockapella. Open up a refreshing Dr. Enough. 220% of your daily recommended dose of thiamine, and just a few delicious drinks. Let's go. Sam and Max invented subway surfing. I love these openings. They look so good. I think I've probably said that with every episode. I just want to reiterate it for all the people joining me for episode 3 that didn't see 1 and 2. Say it one more time. That's right. If you're just tuning in, this opening sequence looks great. If you're just joining us. All right, let's do this thing. Let's get serious. It's time to get serious. No more fiddle farting around from here on out.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control.
Yeah.
But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the Freelance Police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Aw, Beans. Aw, he needs that for thinking.
Max? Little buddy?
I'm sorry, that's very good.
No. No.
What happened?
Uh-oh. This dog means business.
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
Whoa.
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam!
He used to be
out went
just
the
regular
lights.
boiled, but now he's
World of
hard boiled.
Rage, darkness, and raisinets. I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Little mispersuasion.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked it.
What are you talking about?
The devil's toy box!
It's like L.A.
The
Noire now.
source of horrible, terrible power.
And now it's gone!
We're doomed!
Doomed!
Stop doing that!
Wow.
What else can you tell me?
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
You're
Rule
lying.
number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
I
J'accuse.
was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in
This is
time
wild.
to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Reasonable.
Who took Max's brain?
Sure, that's a Telltale
Was
shout
the
out.
Space gorilla.
Oh no.
Skunkape.
Of course. He must have been released from the Penal Zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you
This is
gotta ask
fun.
around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
All right. Episode 3 is usually when these Telltale seasons get really interesting, so I'm curious to see where this one goes. I do like Hard Boiled Sam. That's
General
an unexpected
Skun-ka'pe.
direction.
I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break.
Hope top of his head doesn't fly off from the wind.
Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunkape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skun-ka'pe since you unjustly imprisoned him
What?
in the Penal Zone.
That was just.
I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide
What?
renders me impervious to your puny earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Since
Hey, Jacoby.
Skun-ka'pe's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape.
What happened next?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics
So
in
aggressive.
stolen merchandise in tawdry gambling rings.
Now I'll hear this
Where
noir
can
option.
I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
No Vici? Wow.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city.
Itchy sensation in the old boxers. Couples only hotel. Can you do that legally? I love this great rat. Great rat. I'm looking forward to seeing Sam slap around this mouse now. The direction on this is great. It looks
Hey,
really
rat.
good.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about
Punch
it.
him.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back. Spill! I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnags and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A
Street
space
fighting,
ape
eh?
carrying a brain!
Skunkape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from...
Skip it!
So I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling.
Sure, hide behind your crates and wait for someone else to do something. But one day, the violence in the streets is gonna spill over the gutters and stain your pretty white socks with the blood of the innocents.
Socks? I don't got any socks. I'm a rat.
And don't you forget it.
So now
This
what?
is so good.
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in square. Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that away, about 2 miles.
Oh, just that away 2 miles, huh?
Frankie the rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Yeah, I thought I would miss Max a lot in this episode, but if we're getting Noir Sam, Sin City Sam, I'll take it.
Oh! Ah!
Like this tourist. Wow.
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Wow.
An American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about
Sam
an
is so
hour ago,
menacing.
I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah,
That dirty lion rat.
you know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
What happened next?
I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle
What?
of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Eau de la Spucke.
Oh,
Is that one
gosh.
of your famous American handguns?
Yes.
Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving
Oh, no.
me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the...
It's a strange land, all right.
I like these noir
Strange and
bits.
dark and twisted.
Please stop! I'm already ibble-skibbled enough.
Sorry.
De nada. Anything else?
Again, let's try this
Let's
again.
hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum
de nada is
district
very
from
good.
one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings.
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip for the help.
Hey,
when
6'7",
all of a sudden,
welcome in.
the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Eau de la Spucke, Freund.
Hurry it up.
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left
We've
the
all been
scene of the
ibble-skibbled
crime,
before.
carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of mild disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you
Nagging
Americans in your
thoughts about
schools?
rat.
Video poker.
So, what else would you like to know?
Wow, I blew it.
Let's hear your sad...
Very well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
Museum district.
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum district with its Institute of Incomplete Technologies and Hall of Filthy Arts. It's a little more underwhelming than it appeared in my Schulbooks.
Schulbooks.
Flugen, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spuckenfreundle.
Liar!
Nein, nee, it really was a Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. But more like a kleine Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I...
Liar!
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
We've blown it.
Fine.
Fine. No, where was I? Oh, yes.
Let's try it again.
Let's hear your
Very well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats. But this...
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler...
Hurry it up.
After the fight moved... You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the...
See, now's a
Is
good
that one
time
of your
to...
famous-
No, that's not it either.
Shall I continue?
Huh. This
Let's
is
hear
tough.
your sad little story.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting direct... You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats. But this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the... At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg.
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me... You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaken.
What?
Ibble-skibbled, it's a common...
Video poker.
So,
Okay.
Let's hear your sad
Perhaps he
little
wants that
story
proof.
again.
very
Maybe.
well. About an... You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings.
Hurry it
I
up.
was about to give... At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg.
Ultra super.
Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle
Okay.
between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar.
Here we go.
So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes
Okay.
on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I...
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of mild disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker.
That's still a very good line.
What else would you like to know?
Oh. I still didn't get it?
People in this country are so intense.
I wonder where I need to
The
go now.
tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Okay, so I think it wants us to keep after him. Or is this Frankie? Nope, here we
A
go.
repeat performance.
Let's
So I
run
still
through
haven't
it
gotten
one
it.
more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about...
What happened
I
next?
was about to give him a tip for the help. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg.
Ultra super color.
Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had... You know what else?
What?
Ibble-skibbled.
Video.
So, what else?
Nope, I gotta quit doing
Let's
that.
About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many...
Then
Hurry
what?
up.
I was about to give... At least I think it was
Tell
Weltraumliebe...
me
Ultra
more.
super.
Weltraumliebe Zauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the
Liar.
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back...
Fine.
So I wonder what the shred of proof would be. Like, I just don't see what it needs me to do
Very
here.
well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats.
Museum district.
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamt of visiting your city's famous museum. It's a little more underwhelming than it appears. Flugen. I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieger, at least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieger. Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien. So, well, after the fight moved, you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
What? Video poker.
So,
Yeah, that's the wrong one. I keep wanting to choose that. Okay, let's try this again.
In Europe, I had so many warnings. Flugen. I was about to, at least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Weltraumliebe. So, well, after the fight moved. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
It's a strange land, all right. Strange and dark and twisted and...
Please stop! I'm already skipped enough.
Sorry.
Okay. So that's not it.
Let's hear your sad little story again. From the top.
Very well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats.
You lie.
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, I was about to give him at least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
Liar.
Nay. After the fight moved. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
Or your American handguns.
Shall I continue?
Wow,
Let's
I
hear your
just
sad-
can't.
Very well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe.
I'm not
I had
getting
so
enough
many
positive
warnings about your
feedback from the
country's
choices to
threats,
tell if
but
I'm
his
getting them
friend
right.
was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for, at least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spuckenfreundle affair. But I digress.
Liar.
Nay.
Oh, yeah.
After, you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district.
Liar.
More? Lie? Oh,
Fine.
fine.
Maybe I need to go back to the rat and try to, like, compare the stories. I need Max to threaten him. Yeah, maybe I'll go back and see if I can get anything more out of the rat now. I don't know.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortis. Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles. Anyway, I was almost done helping the guy, see? When bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain.
Who's the other
Skunkape.
mook?
I hadn't seen anything that weird since
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know?
That's a good
All
question.
I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world.
Wild.
So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's...
Other gorilla?
Hey,
what
back
other
again.
gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet
Okay.
store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunkape.
So now what?
Ah!
You're welcome.
Yeah, space apes are usually a hallmark of Space Quest 2, but now we've got them in Sam and Max. They're expanding. Okay, let's confront this guy.
Back! Now where's Skunkape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skun-ka'pe since you unjustly imprisoned him
You're
in
lying.
the Penal Zone.
You're lying.
I'll never forget his final terrified...
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all
Bonzo.
about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunkape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few
Wow.
of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skun-ka'pe came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind...
Strangely garbed.
Yeah.
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skun-ka'pe was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
What's that? A brain remover?
It could
I
be.
believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Krylex.
That's a quarter of a century of Krylex.
Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skun-ka'pe's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these past... That pitiful pop gun.
Yeah. Rhinoplasty.
Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in... Once I return... Oh, how I've come to miss...
I thought you were a sign-spinning pacifist now.
That's
I
right.
was, but the sight of the general pummeling that stranger rekindled my hours-dormant lust to conquer the galaxy at his side.
The Vismo, the tourist visor is very good. Okay.
But where's Skunkape?
Weren't you paying attention? A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skun-ka'pe came running. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian banana.
You're lying!
Why would
Yeah.
I lie about seeing Skun-ka'pe after you just caught me in a lie about not seeing him?
Sorry, lost my angry train of thought for a second. Continue!
After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skun-ka'pe's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these past few hours.
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunkape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You
Fistful
can't
of
go home
phasers.
again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right.
I broke him.
No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
Green Bean, these
I hate to tell you,
are a wild
not
series
a
of
very good
games.
sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss.
That was really good.
Finally, a clue. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was going to lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care.
Hard-boiled narration is so good.
Crimetron, do your stuff.
Yeah, Crimetron. You were such a fun part of episode 1 and then disappeared
You mean not
completely
found in database?
from episode 2.
Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Clue-finding. Let's see. Do I need to go back and do I have more information now to work with this tourist? See if we can break this ding-dang tourist now. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome in. It's Sam and Max episode 3. Special shout out to the latest members of the Codename Ice Fans community over on YouTube. Thank you, Silling Cat. Thank you, GM, for joining. If y'all want to join up over there, great way to get early access to VODs.
And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know,
Yes.
back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so...
Museum district.
See, yeah, as a child in Europe, I always dreamed of It's a little more underwhelming. Many Flugen. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. It might have been more of an ödeler Spokenfreundlich.
Ultra super color, what now?
So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had... You know what else? I'm starting to...
Liar!
What? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel...
Fine.
Okay.
No.
I still don't think I have whatever proof he needs. I need to go back and talk to Frankie more? Like, honestly don't know. Surely not.
Frankie, what do you know? I was given directions to a confused tourist.
Yes.
To the museum district?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnaks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see?
Skunkape.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jellyfish on the water.
What happened next?
So I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla.
Yeah.
We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape. What
You lie!
Hey, Sam, I never lie about my cowardice. I'm really proud of it. So
Yeah.
now what?
Okay.
I was...
To the museum?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the...
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. Anyway, I was almost done helping the guy.
Skunkape.
Yes.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slide.
My partner had a brain once. It wasn't the best brain in the world, and a lot of people said it was chemically imbalanced, but it was his. And now it's gone. Gone like hula hoops and print journalism.
What the heck are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
Sorry, got lost
Great
in the
question.
moment. Go on.
Like I was saying. So I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape.
So that...
So now what?
I feel like we don't need any more
It's
from
like
him.
I was given...
To the museum?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around.
Hurry it up. Skunkape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the...
Then what?
So I grabbed... And that's all I know about the space... Yikes!
Wow.
Stop doing that! It ain't good for my angina. So now what?
Well, maybe that's it for him. Yeah, take that, hula hoops. And print journalism. You had it coming.
I
Maybe
wasn't
we
going to spend another second with that heartbroken space ape. I can break him all right, but I never learned how to fix him.
Wow. Some square park. Soiled garment district. Okay. I've got to figure out what I need to do with this jerk.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it.
As I said about an hour, you know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your countries.
Another lost soul on the highway of life, forced to get directions from the rats at their feet.
Excuse me? I'm afraid I don't understand your greedy
Hey,
American
Atari Beer
metaphors
Pong.
and illusions. Oh, Skunkape, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords.
Sam and Max is good so far. I'm really stuck in a puzzle at the moment, but other than that, let me give a shout out here. Everyone go check out Atari Beer Pong's channel. Really fun streamer, plays a lot of adventure games, a lot of retro games. I don't know how to use shout out. I pushed the wrong button. Let's try this again. There we go. Be sure to check out Atari Beer Pong. You won't regret it. But welcome in. Yeah, right now I'm in the middle of a dialogue puzzle I can't escape.
Might have been more of an öde...
Ultra super color, what now?
The Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the
Wonder
crime, carrying nothing but the...
If
You know what else? I'm starting to think that...
What?
Ipple...
Yeah. I wonder if we need to figure out that Frankie pickpocketed him somehow. Is that what it needs? I love Hit the Road. And yeah, absolutely, Blackbird. The crocodile golf puzzle in Hit the Road is brutal. No question. But that's a game I love.
Frankie, what do you know?
We haven't gotten Frankie to talk about legal representation.
Tourist.
To the museum?
Yeah. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortis.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Here we go.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given merengue.
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town.
The bad side of town.
I was just winding him up, really.
Proper noun.
Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all...
Hurry it up.
When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Okay.
So that dirt...
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist... And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll...
Liar!
No, honest. I came right back here. And then you showed up and started slapping me around. So now what?
Let's try this one more time, make sure we got everything.
If you... Like you get... Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European. Again with the gun. Look, I'm talking, ain't I?
Not fast enough.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist
Okay,
was
same
loaded with
stuff.
high
Let's even see. Yeah, Sam has gone off the rails here. He don't take no guff from nobody. This will be a fun conversation to go through again. I've missed this guy.
A repeat performance.
Let's run through it one...
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings.
Hurry it up.
At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an öde...
Ultra super...
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for stunning back. So, where was I? Oh, yes. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land.
I'm sorry you're
I left the scene
ibble-skibbled.
of the crime,
That's
carrying
terrible.
nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't...
What?
Ibble-skibbled. It's a common European word that describes the feeling of my disorientation combined with nagging doubts about a rat. Honestly, what do they teach you Americans in your schools?
Video poker.
So, what else would you like to know?
I still can't quite figure out what to do here.
Story again.
Very well. About an hour. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats. But
then what?
I was about to give... At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have...
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, You know what else? I'm starting to think...
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rats saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Here we go.
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
We did it. Thank you, Vagashes.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me.
Yeah, I wish my school taught video poker. I'd love to be better at it.
Animals.
Make my fortune in video poker.
Norrington.
Who needs Twitch?
The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July.
Speaking of which, it's
Hopefully,
September.
That would be enough.
30% off subs. It's like
Okay,
video
Tron,
poker, only no
this
chance
is
of
your
paying
last
out.
chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! We're Skunk-Ape.
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
This is
Get
great.
away from her, you brute.
Sam is way out of control.
Finally.
The Museum of Mostly
Audiences
Natural
across
History.
The country say, you're a buster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History. The tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it.
S&M
Now we were
Club.
finally going to take in its
That's pretty
thrilling
good.
and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance.
Hey, Treasure's the Forgotten Pharaoh. We know that guy. That's Sammun-Mak. Stupid sexy Sam.
All right, Skunkape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
History is extremely awesome. It's true. All right.
Hang tight, little buddy.
Worry about Max's body. I am a little worried about Max's body. NGL.
I should head upstairs where the action is.
Observe brain juice.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's
Oh.
brain still be alive?
Oh, I guess they want Max's brain to power the ship. That's right. They need someone with the gift to power the ship. Now I'm remembering all the things that should have been obvious 30 minutes ago.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
This was all very foreshadowed, and I'm like, oh no, what could they want with Max's brain?
Not now. I've got to find Max's brain.
Look, I'm not fast at these sorts of things. We all know this. It's a telltale trail. Telltale.
Later.
Laser light show. Little Pink Floyd at the planetarium.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
Sam, people who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. Welcome to the planetarium.
Hail to my superior technological might, necromancer!
Blow it down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunkape and Papierwaite? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toybox. And is that...
Yes.
Damn! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
That's a me.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
No.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. Ah, it was way more fun when they were fighting.
Oh no. Okay, now we are a brain in a jar.
Hey, Skunkape!
Yes.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
Great question.
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a
Makes
five-dimensional
sense.
matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away.
Tell me about
I
your
see
minions.
you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes.
Yes,
My mighty
yes.
army is once again ready to take on the galaxy.
Yes.
At least they would be if Paperwaite's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Well.
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
I sense dissension in the
Monsieur
ranks.
Papierwaite and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toybox.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name
The old
did come up
Yagi-Sagi.
once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Boy, why is Skunkape telling us all this useful information?
So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the Penal Zone.
I bet it was even less for him.
However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone, I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
That would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell.
Telltale, they keep saying it. They keep saying Telltale. It's getting weird now.
What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Trying to take over the world.
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
Same thing. How about me?
Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the Penal Zone.
How come I didn't notice?
You appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy. What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole Toys for Jerks drive is over?
Eat it.
The same thing I planned to do before you yanked me into your ASAT's Penal Zone. Plug your brain into my ship's central computer and use your terrifying psychic powers to conquer the galaxy.
Couldn't we just use them to cruise for chicks? The ladies love a good spoon bending.
That's curious. My scans indicate you don't even like girls.
Could you try not to kill Sam? He's my designated driver whenever I'm in the sauce like this.
Oh, my minions won't kill him.
That's good.
They're under strict orders to drag him beaten and bloodied to my feet so that he might witness my ascension to ruler of the galaxy.
Just so long as he can still drive.
It is interesting to see the two characters operating separately, which you never do. Like, we never really split up Sam and Max. So I like that.
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
You absolutely like seeing them operate in isolation from one another.
Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toybox, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them
Chaos
into
magic.
the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain.
Nice brain.
Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight's sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just
Not NAFTA. There's a little Ross Perot humor for y'all. I know Ross Perot hits big these days. You know, occasionally when I'm teaching one of my political science courses, I have reason to mention
us, precious one.
Ross Perot. And boy, 20-year-old students in the year 2024 have no point of reference for who Ross Perot might have ever been.
Hey, bad
It is
guys,
just
how
like
about a little light
a
show?
made-up
It's getting
thing.
boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, A Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might
General.
use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww. What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young peoples to the museum.
Good.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
Turn to Sam.
Another toy is out!
Let's
Hey,
talk
you,
to
Fez guy.
Monsieur
What is it?
Papierwaite.
Why are you and that big dumb ape Skunk-ape working together?
General Skun-ka'pe and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? 1 mind between you?
I
Aw,
just
snap.
hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
Hey, Sherlock Jr., welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you're watching later on YouTube, glad you could join us too.
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toybox anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across the reality so that the toys of power may be
Tech
properly
necromancy's
encased
very
within the
good.
Devil's Toybox.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me.
Okay.
Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk-Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
Hey, Dreamship. You know, I never played the original, so I'm not able to really speak to any differences. I think Valiant Cheese in the chat probably is more familiar with these games than I am by far. So yeah, all this
How
is
come
new
you
to
haven't
me.
aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend,
Okay.
and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then? You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden?
What is the deal?
Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press kit.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts.
Yeah, Devismo, does opinion get discussed in my classes at all by students? A bit here and there. You know, I don't do a lot of debate type format, but yeah, certainly students are welcome to bring their opinions to the table. If they're wrong, I let them keep their opinions.
Could you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hellbeast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that.
That's a good question.
What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated
This is at least
myself
a
into the
32-bit
archaeological
museum.
community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd. All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Yeah, I love the 2D portraits for the dialogue options. They're very good. Well, I guess that might be all we need to do there. Is this an all dialogue episode? It's kind of starting to feel that way. Was this a stealth section? Maybe I spoke too soon.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunkape and Papierwaite are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Yes, a classic case of lovebird breaking. Upping.
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles. Good thing Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage.
Discovery of drag racing. Ooh, a white courtesy phone.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone. I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
Okay, I like that line. Those are bad fonts. Ooh, Green Bean, this is a great question. What's the oddest or most fascinating paper topic I've ever received as a professor? One of the funniest that I've ever read came in my Intro to World Politics class. It's been about, 15 years now. But I got a paper where a student wrote kind of an analysis of the Vietnam War through the lens of one of the theories we were talking about. But the whole paper, I'm guessing due to a search and replace gone awry, the entire paper, instead of being written about the Vietnam War, was actually written about the Vitamin War. They'd replaced the word Vietnam with vitamin all the way through like a 12-page paper. So it was a 12-page paper that kept referring to the country of vitamin and the Vitamin War and the U.S.'s like challenges in foreign policy and vitamin. And I mean, on the one hand, it shows like this student printed this thing out and turned it in. This is before I was even using electronic submission. It tells you how long ago it was, but they probably didn't look at it the minute it came off the printer. It was probably one of those papers I used to get that was still hot from coming off the printer. Certainly no like second drafts ever happened. But yeah, a whole paper, even on the title page, it had the word Vitamin War. And I always like to like think of it almost like maybe this was some sort of like maybe war between cereal mascots to, you know, who had the most vitamin enriched breakfast. Maybe good old Dr. Enough with its heavy doses of thiamine would have been an important weapon to have in the vitamin wars. But Green Bean, that's probably the oddest and most fascinating. The other Control F to pay respects. Oh, I wish I'd thought of that. I'm going to edit this VOD to make it look like I thought of that. No, one of the other oddest ones I've ever gotten. I had a student one time, we had a 6-page, relatively short essay due. And a student handed in, no joke, a 72-page paper. And I asked them what happened. And they basically just said, it's like, it just got away from me. I'm sorry. But if you've ever seen like the old Carl Sagan video where he's like, you know, in order to invent or in order to make an apple pie, first you have to create the universe. Like this whole like, well, if you look at things in the grandest scale, it's like without the Big Bang Theory, there's no way you're ever going to have flour and eggs and apples and other ingredients there. And this student, like it was a very simple question they were responding to about modern politics. It's like, well, if you want to understand, you know, this current conflict, we have to go all the way back to like the dawn of human civilizations and work our way forward from there. And I mean, it literally was a 70+ page essay for what was supposed to be 6 pages. It was like watching a student's breakdown on the page.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here.
Those are two of my most memorable ones.
On this courtesy phone. Please don't touch, play on or around the Pharaoh's brain. I question the
wisdom
of
the whole
this
thing.
sign.
I had to see how it is. I mean, at that point, it's just like, I owe it to this student to read this entire ding-dang paper.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
Ha!
The 7-sided pyramid of Hickabah was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
That's right, Kevin. I'm sitting on that essay right now.
It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear.
Oh man, get a load of that. It was well written, but it, like, this is awful to say,
I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap.
It really didn't go into enough depth asking the question or answering the question that I actually asked. I mean, it was just like, okay, maybe there are like 3 paragraphs in this giant paper that are relevant. So at the end of the day, it was just like, yeah, I feel like I got like a page and a half of content that was what I needed to see out of this 72-page paper.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style.
Oh, wow. Just had a professor who looked at something and said you missed the page count. You know, what I usually do when I have students who go way over a page count is I hand it back to them and give them a chance to try to maybe go in and make it more concise. Like trying to convince them that there's value in learning how to fit into that page count more so than like punishing them for not doing it.
It's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor.
I always try to convince them it's like, yeah, more isn't necessarily more when it comes to this stuff.
Hey, it's me.
You're better off with like something that's good.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. 2 of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now.
Oh, that's one of those pull your brain out through your nose kind of things.
Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far.
Muckety-mucks is a legitimate phrase.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous.
Okay. I really have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just walking around touching
the
stuff.
Skunks. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here.
Ha ha ha! It's not worth saying unless it takes a long time to say. You know, Dreamship, I have, other than a couple of clips here and there on YouTube, I have never watched the Sammun-Mak cartoon. I probably should, right? Like, it's supposed to be pretty good. I don't know how I missed it, but...
Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention. That's interesting.
Uh-oh.
Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
Sam does look kind of naked without the hat and the and the coat, right?
I better not get too close to that thing. I could end up in some other dimension where the laws of physics are inside out, or radio stations are dominated by folk music, or some other nightmarish claw your eyes out scenario.
I'll just shoot these tentacles.
Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it.
So you're saying maybe later?
That won't work.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going in there, probably. Where was that door? That's a really weird place to put it. I feel like you could easily miss its existence back there.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
Yo, this guy.
I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance Police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
Wow, that would really mess with everything.
That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Phamerian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists.
Wow. Canis lupus. Yeah, this is definitely some Patrick Warburton-esque performance going on here.
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
It's good. It captures the Warburton essence without feeling completely like just a carbon copy.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum
Henry Rollins shout out.
Headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperwaite can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinkies used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinkies? That's shocking. No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking?
Yeah, you know, a tick game from Telltale from this era would have been really fun, right? Like, that's a property that would have fit great. I mean, I think maybe the problem might be the absurd comedy of the tick might overlap a little bit too much with Sammun-Mak's, but I would have loved to have seen a crack at
So
it.
why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperwaite a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Got it.
Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? And what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job.
I'd turn on my
here,
boss in
and
a
I ain't messing
heartbeat.
it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
I'm currently looking for opportunities to turn on my boss. What's wrong with this person?
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What can I do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor,
nimbly
he's gonna
bimbly.
kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
It's a fair
What can I
ask.
do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse,
Okay.
say your friend's still...
But he hasn't got a brain.
Well, maybe you should find him a new one.
I've got
Sheesh,
just that.
Some detective you are.
I've got it. I know the
Don't
solution.
look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skun-ka'pe? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do?
A1
Mr. Paperwaite's
buttwad.
rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
Come on, man.
How's life with Skunkape?
Skunkape. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
Tell me more.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperwaite told me to steer clear of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
It does feel a little cuckoo. Oh, look at this apocalypse. The end of the world. I want to see a museum exhibit on the end of the world. Now, I've been to the Creation Museum in Kentucky, and I've seen a lot of exhibits on the beginning of the world, but they really didn't do much there about the end of the world. It was really not covered as
The end of the
closely.
world is predicted by top apocalypse. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people-eater. To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay.
I mean, this does look terrifying.
Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Well, I don't know what we accomplished. Worry about Max's
I
body.
better find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator.
How about a Pharaoh's brain?
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly.
That's what I do on here, twitch and drool unnervingly.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Hello.
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of the... Anubis!
No, but
That's
I get that
me.
a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
Hyperkinetic,
Probably
in
one of
fact.
Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well,
I'll
if
take
it's
a
not too
boon.
much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest. But where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising.
Oh, wow, some ultra
Very
humanite
well. We shall
action
grant
here.
your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted
All
in
this
this
Pharaoh
fuzzy
and Love and
riddled
War.
body.
Toys of the gods. Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
I'm liking this. This is very good.
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions.
We have encountered plants like these before. Their smoke produces powerful paranoid delusions and a rapacious hunger. At least that's what I've been told.
Dude,
Can't get it, though, can I? All is Pharaoh and Love and War.
Poiosaurus henway. What's a Poiosaurus henway?
Not much. What's a
Judging from that
Polysaurus Henry with you?
skeleton, about 7 tons.
Oh, man.
Are you sure Max isn't in there?
Earth Dog Man, where do you think you're going?
Earth Dog
I'm,
Man.
Just looking for the snack fruits exhibit.
No one leaves here. Skunkape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila
Poor
to
guy.
Skunkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes.
Hey, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool! Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
I like that you didn't catch on. I appreciate that.
Eucalyptus porcus, the long-extinct bacon plant, was the evolutionary forerunner of today's domesticated swine.
Bacon? Ugh. The only white meats consumed under our rule were chickens and crocodiles. And the occasional mole man.
I like this voice performance. Then again, no surprise, all the voice work in this game has been fantastic so far.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office. It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it.
The curious.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
We like him. He reminds us of our father.
Really?
Of course not. Our father was a sandal merchant. That's a picture of some sort of unholy hell beast. Really, Sam, you're far too gullible.
Can you imagine if this was just what Max sounded like? How amazing that would be.
Hey, it's a moai head. How's it hanging, big guy?
Oh, wow.
Fine. Be that way.
That's a throwback.
Inexplicable object of unknown provenance.
Those calipers?
Neolithic mustache clippers? Byzantine belly button waxer? Ming Dynasty mushroom mincer? Etruscan uvula extractor? Carolingian ferret forceps? Inexplicable object of unknown provenance. Neolithic mustache clippers?
It's pretty good. Okay, let's see what sort of powers
The
we
arrow
have
of
now.
power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found them yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
This doesn't feel like the solution to anything, but we'll take it around the room and see what happens. Let's see.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam.
Alright, I love the future vision. Like, it's a really fun element in these games.
Hey Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
What in the name
All
of
right.
Gorgar?
There you go. So far, no good. Let's go talk to the phone. Maybe that's the solution to all of our worries.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone number?
Yeah, this should be difficult for him.
Hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
Probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones.
It's true.
Hey, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Well, which one is
Too
it?
bad these things don't get out.
Okay, let's see here. Upper level, Egypt exhibit, info desk, and office. Oh, here we go. That's a puzzle solved. We've gotten into Papierwaite's office. Boy, what a nice looking scene this is. What a great looking game in general, though.
So this is Paperwaite's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His
Norrington.
imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less
Violent.
multisyllabic. This office could use a little tidying up and a good firm raising. Looks
Tell me
like
about these
Paperweight
books.
subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club.
Like that
Check
is
it out, Your
the
Majesty.
mail order
An
grimoire
insanely
club.
detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And shut up!
I like it.
Paperweight's phone. We've got his number.
Oh, we certainly do.
How would he know that reference?
Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
I didn't realize how much we needed a Pharaoh's perspective on all of this this wacky adventuring until now.
This office could use a little tidying up.
Okay, I heard that.
That transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe.
Take those.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe.
Well, I feel like we have learned very little in here. Is there a hot spot I'm not finding? I'll do the old hotspot scan. The adventurer's friend. I'm betting this game has some sort of like identify.
It's locked.
Hotspots.
Paranoid.
Hey, thank you so much, Expert Casual. I appreciate the follow. Welcome, man.
Keeps his door locked from the inside.
How many adventure games have pharaohs? Great
Inside
question.
my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperwaite's not a slave.
Are you sure?
Four ancient diabolic.
Gotta be
It's
at least
locked.
3. I mean, if you count all of the mummies and sarcophagi that have dead pharaohs in them,
Sal shouldn't stand in one place all night.
the number
A
has to be
tour around the
huge.
museum would keep his metathorax from cramping. Paperwaite's phone. We've got his number.
Oh, we certainly do.
Okay, let's use Max's power to get out of here. Amun-Ra, Dagger of Amun-Ra has a pharaoh in it at some point, right? Okay, let's see if we can maybe put this headphone onto Sal. How's it going, Expert Casual? Glad you could be here. Hope you're having a good evening. All right.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where?
What?
I didn't see nothing, which is a good thing since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
Okay, that's a good reference.
Hey, Sal.
Hey,
I like it.
See, you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy.
Hey, thanks so much, Expert Casual. I appreciate you checking that out on YouTube. Good to have you here live.
Your loyalty is commendable, serf.
I think you should apologize for threatening to incinerate my obviously alive buddy here.
It's true.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that.
I love this possessed Max.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperwaite told me to steer clear.
Okay.
Right back at you, little guy.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperwaite can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Yeah, more body swap than possessed. This is a good point. These are important distinctions to make. Yeah, the remasters on these are all really good. Did they start coming out 2 years ago-ish? I can't remember. Time hasn't made sense since like 2020 for me. But yeah, this one just came out a few weeks ago, but the others have trickled out over a little bit longer of a period. They're great remasters. They look great.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam.
Run really
This place is
beautifully.
kicker tonight.
So I wonder what we need to do to get his... Huh. So he has the right headphones now.
Welcome to
Oh,
the
here we go.
Museum of Mostly
I did
Natural
it.
History.
I solved
Mr.
it.
Paperwaite. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me.
I've done it. Another puzzle solved.
What can I do for you, boss?
please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
Okay, I wonder what we need to do here.
Boss? Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I'll just head back to the base.
Don't quite know what I need to do with him yet.
Toxicodendron paleness.
We haven't counted.
Dude.
Okay, let's see here. I mean, I guess I can just randomly press buttons. I'm pretty good at that.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
The dinosaur exhibit. You got it.
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the
Hey,
Mesozoic
Debunk
era
Capone,
produced
welcome,
an
man.
incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures.
I did not know that. Thanks, boss. Anything else, boss?
Send this guy on a tour is fine.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Poyosaurus henway.
Yank the bone. You got it.
Yank the bone, as they say.
Yo, looks like everything's working A-okay, boss. Anything else, boss?
Let's see. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit. Maybe I'll need a hint here in a
Please make
second.
your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacked.
Okay, we already saw that.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015 as giant monsters,
It's true.
environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole.
They weren't
shortly before
far
the
off.
sun unexpectedly goes nova.
Yeah, boss. Very informative. Anything else, boss?
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians.
Turn over the hourglass. Check.
Okay.
Anything else, boss?
This is weird.
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
I mean, I feel
Egypt
like
exhibit? Right away,
part
boss.
of what we need to do is to expose him to the horrible poison ivy plant, right? Isn't that
This
probably
cell's out of range.
the
I'll
goal?
head back to base now, Mr. P.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious forgotten pharaoh of ancient Egypt.
That's great, boss. But what
That's
do you want me
great.
to do now?
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the
Ooh,
Knights
the
of
tape recorder
Yog-Sothoth
puzzles from Gabriel
display.
Knight too.
Knights of Yog-Sothoth exhibit?
There you
Right
go.
away, sir.
Let Mr. Knight see your wolves.
The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This
Dimension.
priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order.
That's really illuminating, boss. Anything else, boss?
To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
Pull the sword? Will do, boss.
Okay, there you have it. We've walked him all around the room.
Looks okay to me. Anything else, boss?
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
The Egypt exhibit? Right away, boss.
All right, maybe we can just leave him
I'll
there.
head back to base
Nope.
now, Mr. P.
This guy's definitely doing a Warburton. No question about it,
You
Grayson.
know, we do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
I know. And Dreamship, I highly recommend the Gabriel Knight games. 1 and 2 in particular, I think are some of the very best adventure games ever made. They're hard to beat.
droll, a talking skull. I'm sure that will be useful.
Let's see.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Wow.
The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick. Oh, this is too easy.
I wonder what I've accomplished.
I'm rather enjoying this.
It's hard to say.
That's enough playtime for now.
GK3 is a tough one. You know, I really like the story and characters. I found the puzzles in it, and not even the cat hair mustache puzzle that gets all the attention, but some of the other puzzles that are maybe a little bit more highly regarded by most weren't really my jam. But still, I love Gabriel Knight enough that Gabriel Knight 3 still had some fun built into it. But yeah, I'm definitely more of a 1 and 2 fan.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game?
Okay. Well, this we've already heard.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with. You know, I still haven't played Mask of Eternity. That's very much on my list to get around to eventually. Wait, I'm going to turn to a Zeppelin?
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Boy, this is a very puzzling puzzle room. Just lots of puzzles to be puzzled through, huh?
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Okay.
Ouch. Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal?
I mean, Sal does seem like a nice guy. No question. Aren't there any other great future hints?
Hey, Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva...
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, icky.
That minion by the door is almost weird enough to look like a museum exhibit. Almost.
I wonder what that's supposed to mean. No, that's not it.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to...
I'm curious. Does your head hurt when you attempt to form complete sentences?
Grrr.
Tra-la-la!
Yeah, T-Bone, I wouldn't mind a little hint here if you could kind of give me a nudge in the right direction.
Oh, this is too easy. Ta.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick.
Nope, that's not it.
Ta. Whee!
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to...
Okay.
Who is this annoying...
We are the
How about I make...
Why don't I just shoot you?
Do you call this a museum? In my kingdom, this is too easy. Like... Ta.
Let's try the minion first. If you can give me a little nudge there, D-Bone. I'd appreciate it.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone.
I'm curious.
Go to the office. Can do.
Can't you see we're busy? Ta.
Ta. Let's see here. Let's go back to ye office. All right, here we are at the office.
I wonder what all these intersecting lines mean.
They're ley lines.
Oh, well, probably doesn't matter since the whole place is going to get eaten by a giant purple apocalypse beast in a few years anyway.
That's a good point. The whee is very good when you knock the Pharaoh out of the way.
That apocalypse beast is a fright. I feel sorry for the city he's attacking.
Okay, let's see here. I see if there's anything in here that we can copy with the rhinoplasty.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else in the room? Maybe that's the move. See if there's anything else in here we can transmogrify. Looks like it might just be the map. So maybe we'll do this and interact with the display out there. Okay. He'll hold on to that, presumably. Is it still there? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let's try dialing out. Maybe out to the info desk. Let's see here what kind of trouble we can get into.
I wouldn't mind another flyabout.
Bet you wouldn't. Okay, come over here, Pharaoh. We need you.
Your Highness?
Yes?
I'm not sure what I should be doing now.
What do you want us to do about it?
Max usually has some sort of obliquely helpful hint in situations like this.
And that's how you go about solving crimes?
I know. Freaky, isn't it? I got nothing.
Perhaps the essence thief may be of use.
You mean the rhinoplasty toy?
Yes.
I mean the essence thief.
How'd a kid like you get to become Pharaoh? Did your daddy Pharaoh die when you were young? Now there's a heartwarming rag.
Okay, let's see here.
Let's roll.
Aha! We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward!
Let's see. I thought maybe that would be part of it. If you can give me another little nudge, I'll take it. Stay still, Pharaoh. I need to talk to you.
Your Pharaohness?
What is it now?
This is some...
You call this a museum? In my kingdom, tedious knickknacks like this would be burned to keep our outhouses warm.
Any ideas?
No. And stop looking at me like I just cut the cucumber lengthwise.
Sorry.
Good callback. Yeah, what was this?
Got to find a way past Cosmic Gorilla Guy and Dr. Strange accent.
Early in our reign, we found out that a minor vizier and a captain of the guard were conspiring against us. We could have wiped them out with a thought, but it amused us to turn them against each other instead.
I get that's what you want.
That's all I got.
Thank the lower Nubian sun god.
Yeah, let's listen to the guided tour again, see if that gets us anywhere.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. I see a beast, boss, but he's not attacking any city.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015 as giant monsters, environmental...
Yeah, boss. Very informative.
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians.
Boss? There ain't no hourglass here.
Okay. So... we'll have the ape try to destroy the city. And then we'll start the tour.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for
Got
sand.
it. Thank you, D-Bone. So now
Couldn't
we'll...
hit the side of a granary with a throw stick.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Ah, there it is.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015 as giant monsters, environment...
Yeah, boss. Anything else, boss?
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians.
Boss?
Oh, poke the eyes out.
Anything else, boss?
The museum is proud.
That's great, boss. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, here it is.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
Here we go. I like this. That's pretty good.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
I kinda did too.
Most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
General Skun-ka'pe.
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
Shots fired.
Believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
We did. It's too
Irritant.
late.
Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Wow. They're really pitted against each other.
Simmering.
How's it going,
Unfortunate
Sabotage?
misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
Tom and Nicole. Well, there we are. Seamless. There it is. That's called a segue in the biz. What's just happened? So we have caused strife between the minions of Skunkape and Monsieur Papierwaite, who are currently I guess, trying to assemble the toys of power and maybe still summon an eldritch god. They're up to no good, and they've stolen Max's brain because it can channel all of this powerful psychic energy. Let's talk to the Pharaoh. We have a Pharaoh in Max's body. How does one tie a slip knot? I'd have to ask my wife. When she was in vet school, she had to learn all kinds of different knots for suturing. I'm sure she can tie a slip knot. She also wears one of those masks, which is weird.
So, Your Highness, impressed by the 21st century yet?
Oh, most definitely. Though we do feel a bit out of our element.
Don't worry. Once we teach you a few crude gestures and get rid of the whole talking in the plural thing, you'll fit right in. After all this is over, we'll all head to Broadway and take in a show.
Oh, bread and circuses! Are there gladiator fights?
Actually, it's mostly a bunch of people dressed up as cats singing about wanting to break loose, and then a chandelier falls on them.
All right.
Let's roll.
Aha! We shall roll like a wheel, yes?
You sure know your obscure cultural references, Your Majesty.
Roll! Roll onward!
I really like this Pharaoh character. I thought I would miss having Max around.
We do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
This is a pretty good substitution. TBH. Okay, so what I think we need to do, this solution came to me while I waited a week between episodes. We have the ability through our silly putty device, Max's psychic powers, to assume other shapes. We're going to use the rhinoplasty. And the only other thing we found in here that seemed useful was a Hindenburg. So now we have the Hindenburg. Oh, wait, I guess I can just pull that back up and use it now. Free blimp. That's right. Hey, Michael, welcome in. Yeah, the voice acting just across the board is fantastic.
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Same.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
So what I think I'm going to need to do is maybe burn this tapestry with the Hindenburg, maybe by shooting it.
Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dank dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
Ah. Yeah, the whole thing is out on this one, Edmund. It's on Steam and all the other platforms. So you can grab the whole thing now. Well worth it. It's kind of bargain priced, honestly.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason. Oh, the subhumanity.
It's not a sub, that's a blimp.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner! Shh.
Who is making all that inferno racket? Yog-Sothoth! No!
A voozle!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skun-ka'pe!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yog-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh.
Really?
Ahila! Yes, sir. Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperwaite's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I'm here to inspect the tapestries.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are
love
trigger-happy
Skun-ka'pe.
Neanderthals.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Oh, man.
Banana breath?
You can't
This
say that.
alliance is over!
So be it.
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
All right. Let's save Max's brain.
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Oh, we look at
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions
Hey, expert
ago if
casual,
someone I
welcome
know
in.
had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness.
Goofus and Gallant. Nice highlights reference.
The Toybox! It's mine again!
No.
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent Pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
It is so cool!
Toys.
Resist.
Norrington, help me!
My hammer of Patar, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Anubis. Reality itself will kneel before Sammun-Mak.
Oh, wow.
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
Yeah, Bassett's hairballs is very good. That's very good. This game is fantastic. There's my official review. Fantastic
And
game.
so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the Freelance Police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar!
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah, just get me out of here. I gotta find my body.
This is fantastic. I love it. Fun twist. Okay.
Impressively grandiose monument to Sammun-Mak the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Oh, now I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy. Neither did Mama Bosco.
Well, that settles that. He clearly said they never existed.
What's that?
Wow, that last case must have pranked your frontal cortex more than usual, Max. That's one of Sammun-Mak's fabulous animatronic auto-idols. The Boy King uses them to receive praise, address the masses, and keep an eye out for nasty heretics.
Why does it look like me?
Don't be blasphemous, little pal. It looks like Sammun-Mak. Ooh, we're about to be addressed.
Oh.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of
Sammun-Mak is more than we can
stand.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Sammun-Mak, Pharaoh of Pharaohs, ruler of reality here. I just wanted to say that I hereby decree that aglets are now the most wonderful thing in the whole world. Carry on.
Darn, no aglets. If I had some, I would have given them to him.
This is great. I'm here for it. That is a ginormous statue.
Hey, Sam! From this angle, you can see my great big honking...
Zip it, little buddy.
Wow. Can't say that. The street signs in hieroglyphics now. Very good.
Oh, I suppose in Sammun-Mak world, the fire hydrants flow with fizzy grape soda.
Don't be silly, old chum. They flow with plain old ambrosia, same as the faucets.
You can't do that on television. I don't know.
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
Wait, I want to leave the news.
Let's get a move on.
Will do.
I guess I can't.
Max, beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold
Who said
on,
what?
Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Sammun-Mak.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do? Leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
Hope it's Mole Man.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
Oh, we've heard of Dr.
So,
Norrington.
what now, little buddy?
What about, oh, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it.
That's funny. Michael, you connect Aglet back with Phineas and Ferb. I think of the episode of Justice League Unlimited where the question is sure that Aglets are part of some sort of grand global conspiracy. But the most important thing is we both learned about Aglets from cartoons. Hey, nice
Smack
watch
Dax
streak,
Yak
Kevin.
Slacks. It's a story about how Sammun-Mak briefly declared Andy and Weave pants to be his most favored thing in the whole wide world for a few hours last Thursday, before he discovered how itchy they were and had them all destroyed in a massive bonfire.
Fickle little tyrant, ain't he?
Now I kind of want to watch Justice League Unlimited.
What the heck is going on with our office?
Oh, we got kicked out of it last week when Sammun-Mak requisitioned it to make way for a new statue commemorating his new high score on Minesweeper.
Where do we work now?
Mostly out of the DeSoto. You know, I hadn't really thought about it until we were kicked out, but we haven't really used our office in months.
It's true. This game hasn't sent us to our office, really. Okay. Probably don't need to get in the DeSoto yet. We've got some more exploring to do around here. Stinky's truck. There's where they keep all the corn
catering
dogs.
to Lord Sammun-Mak since 1923.
Since when does Stinky's cater?
It's right there on the truck, Max. Mistacard, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally, I'd be leery of a pizza franchise expanding into the credit market, but if their loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up.
Mista Pizza. Look at a box of corn dogs.
Our Lord Sammun-Mak sure loves his corn dogs.
I mean, honestly, who doesn't? The corn dog is kind of the perfect food. Hey, Stinky.
Hey, Stinky.
What's up?
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Sammun-Mak business to attend to.
Who doesn't?
Lord Sammun-Mak sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
That's true. She betrayed us to Skunkape before.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
That wasn't backhanded.
All right.
Grandpa Stinky's looking relatively upbeat today.
Insufferable, isn't it? Ever since he got that medallion of tithing, he's been running around like his broccoli doesn't smell.
Yo.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
What are you doing out here?
What does it look like? I'm helping Grandpa Stinky load another metric barge load of corn dogs to Lord Sammun-Mak's never-ending buffet table over at the planetarium.
Hey, Cleo, good to see
That's
you.
funny. It looks like you're texting your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Who said I had a boyfriend? I'm saving myself for Lord Sammun-Mak.
Isn't he like, 10?
Now, but in a few years.
So, who are you texting?
I'm, handling all the logistics of the buffet.
Seems kind of cruel to let your grandpa do all the heavy lifting.
Oh, he insisted.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Danilog. Who doesn't love a good salmon mac
You
and
look
cheese?
busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Oh, that body-snatching Pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
Grandpa Stinky, I need to talk to you.
Stinky! What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
Let's see. Let's do a salute.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
Just a normal salute.
Okay. Let's kneel.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak
I
is
don't know
grand.
why, but I'm doing it.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Sam's smile animation is fantastic. It's good hearing the little 2D portrait also.
How are you and Girl Stinky getting along?
Why don't you go ask her yourself? It's not as though she's doing anything else right now. She just spends all her time texting people. Never lifting a finger to help our poor old grandpa.
It's nice to see your familial bonds are as strong as ever in this cruddy new world.
What in the name of Sobek Scrotum is he on about?
Beats me. I think he's just having one of his episodes.
You know, I still need to play Psychonauts. That's on my list. I should make that happen soon.
Sammun-Mak sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, that he is, lad. Why, just last night, there was this tremendous storm over the city, causing my knees to seize up something fierce.
I used to have an elbow like that. Back when I had elbows.
Shush you.
So I brought a gift to the local Sammun-Mak offering depository, dropped it off with a little prayer, and hoot, the skies cleared up the next morning and my knees are fine. Praise Sammun-Mak.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, because storms never end on their own. It must have been Sammun-Mak that did it.
Max, are you blaspheming the name of Sammun-Mak, you squashy little nobody?
No way, Grandpa Stinky. Max is cool, aren't you?
Hail Sammun-Mak.
That's bitter.
I like this angle.
I see you brought out your catering truck for another delivery to our magnificent potentate.
Aye, Lord Sammun-Mak can't get enough of my special corn dogs with their secret blend of herbs, spices, and insect viscera.
I want one now! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Down you! These corn dogs are going straight to the old king's never-ending buffet table at the planetarium.
Really?
Besides, Max, you don't even have a mouth or a digestive system. What would you want with a corn dog?
Grandpa Stinky sure does love serving supernatural dictators. This is a very good point.
You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry, Sam.
No, it's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair! This is the medallion of tithing, given to me by Lord Sammun-Mak for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his omniscient eye.
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Sammun-Mak himself.
This is starting to sound like puzzles to me.
So Sammun-Mak really changed the weather for you? That's incredible.
Some might say unbelievable.
Aye, and it's a good thing, too. When those low-pressure systems roll in, my knees seize up like burnt tapioca.
Who's Girl Stinky texting anyway?
Girl Stinky is so
she's
great.
organizing the buffet
Just
over at the
calling her that's
planetarium.
perfect.
But I think she's just chatting up her new boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
Stinky? That's good.
Oh man, I needed that.
Oh, if I had a nose, I would have horked milk out of it.
But seriously, Grandpa. Hey, you've got an unholy knack with meats and organs. Any chance you can whip up a body for Max?
That's a good question.
I have been noodling with a recipe for a golem made of hummus.
Ugh, no!
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Hey, Norm. If you were hummus, would you eat yourself?
All you had to do to get that accessory of privilege was give Lord Sammun-Mak a present?
Aye, but only a one-of-a-kind gift. That's his most precious thing in the whole wide world.
Well, that's tricky. The Pharaoh's a bit, whimsical.
Tell me about it. I never can tell what sort of exotic toppings he's going to want on these infernal corn dogs.
Gang, let me tell you a corn dog topping that you have to try. Now, I'm going to say this, and every time I give one of my food takes, all the haters are out there trying to cancel me. But hoisin sauce as a corn dog dip is out of this world. You gotta just dip that corn dog right into some hoisin sauce. You won't regret it.
So, you'll be heading off to the planetarium soon to bathe in the glow of Sammun-Mak's praise?
Aye, if I can ever get my lazy, good-for-nothing granddaughter to quit messing with her cell phone.
Oh, I'm just, clearing up a few details with Sammun-Mak's High Vizier, Grandpa.
Sure you are. You see what I have to put up with.
That's why we never work with family members.
Especially after that time with Cousin Lucretia. Ugh.
All right, we've exhausted a dialogue tree.
Noticed that, did you?
So we'll be on our way.
What? No riddles? No discursive queries into the secret ingredients of my mysterious menu items?
Poisonous sauce. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. So,
Stinky?
Oh, great. You're back. Oh, well, I'm sure Lord Sammun-Mak won't be upset over missing his lunch.
Okay, nothing new there.
You look busy.
It's been...
Okay, let's go into the diner. I have a feeling we
Stinky's is
can't.
packed with crates of corn dogs for Sammun-Mak's endless feast.
So I'm guessing maybe you were going to stow away on the corn dog truck. That feels likely. I bet we don't have any psychic powers right now since Max doesn't seem to have any.
Well, that was an interesting shortcut.
I don't have any psychic toys! I
See?
really gotta find those rebels.
I knew it. Let's see here. What's happening in here? It's a sacred mosaic.
Look, these grotty little mole people have made a primitive mosaic of Lord Sammun-Mak.
That's me, Sam!
I think it's cute that you maintain such a positive self-image, Max.
That is pretty great. You know, at one point, George Harrison in the Beatles film Hard Day's Night refers to someone as grotty, which I guess I always pronounced as grody, like short for grotesque, which I'm guessing is what it's supposed to be here too. But I always thought that was really interesting. It's like, I would have thought grotty would have been a term in widespread use in the 1960s, but there it was, coming out of the mouth of the quiet one, George Harrison of the Beatles.
Hey, mole cultist.
From Liverpool.
How's it going?
Okay.
Skiffle
Please
band.
Don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
I haven't trotted out my new character, Beatles guy, yet, but I'm working on it. You know, I mean, Beetlejuice is out this weekend as I record this, so you know, Beatles are hotter than ever.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
Hey, Jess, it's your old pal Jim Walls. Remember to follow authentic freelance police procedure if you want to survive. Also, be sure and pick up a copy or two of Codename Iceman on sale, whether fine software is sold.
Thank you, Ricky, and thank you, Jim, for the reminder. Everyone get out there and pick up a copy of Codename Iceman. I have one sitting on the shelf just out of reach right now, but I like knowing it's there. Like, if I could just get like a little bit further that way, I could have my copy of Codename Iceman in hand. I could imagine all the adventures that lie ahead on submarines. Codename Iceman.
You give a big
Hey, Dream Ship.
Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't you?
To defeat Sammun-Mak, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous.
I love a good brain screw.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Sammun-Mak, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Sammun-Mak. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
Fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many mole people sacrifice your dignity and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Sammun-Mak's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
There's pile on in there, it's fine. Don't think too much about it.
Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverent submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Sammun-Mak's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Sammun-Mak's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum.
Yeah, makes sense. Now we should talk to these occultists. Of course, now we have cool toys again.
Semper Tyrannis, Junior!
Yowee! That brain screw's a menace.
And it makes people speak in gobbledygook.
I think that's Latin, Max.
All right. Yeah, I'm worried now that the 401ks are in jeopardy. That's what you call upping the stakes. Anything else in here? Ooh, an unconscious cultist.
How long is he going to be out like that?
We'll keep him under until reality reasserts itself.
I wish I had hands so I could draw a monocle on his face. Hey, my brain water's pretty warm, Sam. Try sticking his hand in my jar.
Hey, what happened to all those neat movies we were watching?
They were taken to our digital transfer lab in California to preserve the images before the acetone dissolved.
Once you exposed those things to the air, they started falling apart like a campaign promise in December.
Preservation's important. Good for them. Okay, let's see. Doesn't look like we have any more important hotspots. Let's
Sam,
talk.
How about a
to the
little
cultists.
worshipful kneeling, huh?
Oh, wait.
I know you love it, and I want to talk to these mole guys for a bit about how cool Sammun-Mak is.
Great idea, pal.
Okay, let's see here.
Hey, about that brain screw.
You mustn't alert your partner to our plans.
Can't we just give it to you?
No, we could never get close enough to the Pharaoh to use it.
He doesn't trust mole people.
Just because your people ripped out his brain a few thousand years ago? Huh, way to hold a grudge.
You must bring the brain screw to Sammun-Mak's side.
Are you sure we can't just give you this brain?
Okay.
Courage.
Just get close to Sammun-Mak, then we'll take care of the rest.
Sounds good.
So when this is all over, I get my body back, right?
Your clothes may not survive the reality-altering process.
And your list of favorite songs and television programs will remain the same, but sorted into alphabetical order.
Damn Sammun-Mak. Still, it's a small price to pay. I'm a little unclear on this. Did Sammun-Mak change the world and make everyone but us think it had always been this way? Or did he actually change it so it's always been this way, and we're the only ones who know that it hasn't?
I like this
The
question.
first one.
The second one.
Well, that's reassuring.
Actually, we don't really know.
But really, what's the difference? Whatever the nature of this perverted reality, Sammun-Mak must be stopped. Is this not correct?
Yes. No. What was the question again?
That's the spirit.
Fantastic script. Voice acting here just out of this world. Firing on all cylinders. Man, Telltale was really bringing it by this point in their history. And of course, when this originally came out, they're not far off from Walking Dead time, which really shifts things in another direction and produces a lot of good games too. Once they shift to more of that narrative-focused, dialogue-driven adventure gaming. But man, this one is just it's just fantastic. The production values are so good.
Why'd you knock out Obadiah there?
He's had a hard time holding on to his identity in this new Sammun-Mak-centric reality. He might have salamandered you out to the Grand Vizier.
I think you mean ratted.
Spoken like someone who's never loaned money to a salamander.
Salamander's catching strays.
Who's this Norrington guy? And why is he talking in my head?
We have no idea.
Shortly after Sammun-Mak reordered reality, Norrington made contact with us and began aiding our desperate arrangements to defeat the Pharaoh.
As long as he is an enemy of Sammun-Mak, he is a friend of ours. Whoever he is, we trust him implicitly.
Well, I trust him explicitly. I'll go ahead and say it.
Hang on, I've seen movies. If the world's always been this way, how come everything's mostly the same? How come it's not raining chickpeas or flying dinosaurs rule the cities, instead of everything being so normal?
We don't know why everything's so normal, talking rabbit brain in a jar. Ask your friend the talking dog, or the man-sized cockroach, or the alien space gorilla. Just get on with it, or we'll be stuck in this shoddily remade reality forever.
Yeah, if it were raining chickpeas, I'd be there for that. Garbanzo rain.
Can you guys cast any cool curses?
The old ways are long lost to us city moles, but I can whip you up a tantalizing fresh pear and almond dessert pizza.
Ooh. Yeah, I like how this episode switches things up from the noir thing to the museum, and now we're in this alternate reality. I honestly wish we had a little bit more time with the noir conceit at the beginning. I thought that I thought grimdark Sam was a really interesting take on the character, but still, I like the switches.
Who are you guys anyway?
We are the last disciples of the Anti-Sammun-Mak Society and Croquet League of West Nigeria.
The AS...
Yes. It's an unfortunate acronym. Believe me, it spelled something a lot more awe-inspiring back in ancient Egypt.
All right,
you
we got it.
You stay here cowering in the dark. I'll go beat the bad guy.
Good luck, moist savior.
We'll be fighting by your side, in spirit, from down here.
Conroy Bumpus. I'm happy to be king of the creatures. Proud to be the czar, the bazaar. I love collecting things with grotesque features. It makes me feel like some Chaldean god. Who doesn't love a good Conroy Bumpus? I guess we could putty that statue. I don't know why I would do that, but I like the idea. In principle, answer is no. That's a ner. It's a big no. A nozo. Let's see if we can get a future vision on the Stinkies.
Nar. Go to the museum to give Lord Sammun-Mak his brain screw.
I guess everybody's trapped in the museum. My daughter was showing me videos the other day that I guess are popular right now on like TikTok and all the other platforms that do the short content of like trying to get Australians to say no with more of an American accent and the hilarity that ensues there. Nar?
Hope Girl Stinky's got an unlimited texting plan.
Texting's so 2009. All the cool kids are blimp dingling these days.
Blimp dingling.
When you make up tech fads, Max.
That's really good. The idea that you look into Stinky's future and she's still just using the phone.
No!
Again,
I love Lord Sammun-Mak.
I can see that being very much the case with my daughter.
Got a date with Lord Sammun-Mak's heretic police in the near future.
It's always the guy you most suspect, isn't it?
Ooh, Gray Mouser. You know, the Gray Mouser thing is something I only know about. I've never actually read any of these stories, but they were included in one of the Legends and Lore's source books for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It was a book of mostly like stat blocks for gods and things, but yeah, they were in there as characters, so you knew what armor class the Grey Mouser had.
Hail Sammun-Mak.
Hail Sammun-Mak.
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Sammun-Mak.
Absolutely, I
Or
would.
maybe make a visit to Sammun-Mak's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
These sound like great options.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Sammun-Mak has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Sammun-Mak.
Gift vault. Ooh. I mean, I guess right now the game's telling us to go to the museum, so we'll start there, maybe?
Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Oh, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Do it! Do it!
Ooh! Well
Oh, wow.
played, General Skun-ka'pe. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
That's
I
adorable.
live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Sammun-Mak's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
Yeah, I love Sam just like completely buying into the regime. That's a gag that works for
Looks
me.
like Skunkape's working out a lot of unresolved issues on those mole men.
It's cheaper than therapy and almost as funny.
I almost feel sorry for the little dude. Oh well, Sammun-Mak knows best. It's Lord Sammun-Mak's astral projector. I think it keeps the sky from falling.
Okay, don't really say no. It's pronounced Yana? Yana? Yeah, Sam being 100% in lets it be maximized zone, which works great. I like that after the first half of the game so far has been all Sam. Yeah, nah is no, nah, yes, yes. Ah, man. Down under. God, I'd love to go to Australia. I think my body may fall apart on a flight to Australia, but I like the concept in principle.
Inner Circle members only. I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
That doesn't apply to us. We're the Freelance Police.
Stop! Only members of Lord Sammun-Mak's inner circle are allowed within 10 cubits of the boy king.
Aww.
And how does sniveling jerk like you get to be in the inner circle?
The same way as everyone else, by earning accessories of privilege.
I like the face.
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on Sammun-Mak's behalf, like I did. Now scat.
Well, that wasn't very nice. But it won't stop me from returning Lord Sammun-Mak's brain screw. I just need to rustle up some accessory thingies.
Oh, let's talk to Papierwaite.
Papierwaite.
That's Grand Vizier Papierwaite to you, peasant.
Grand Vizier?
Don't you remember, Max? After our ancestors stopped Papierwaite from summoning Yog-Sothoth to overthrow Sammun-Mak, Papierwaite saw the error of his ways and worked his way up to becoming Sammun-Mak's Grand Vizier. Confidentially, I think Paperwaite's pulling a scam, but what can you do?
I don't think that's how it happened.
You're just confused.
Do you need something? I'm very busy organizing His Magnificentness's gladiatorial battles.
Oh, wow. Get a load of this.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give the big salute.
Okay. He's on the up and up.
I still can't believe you weaseled your way into a position of honor in Sammun-Mak's court.
Jealous?
Heck no!
Heck yes. How'd you do it?
All it took was decades of service to the Lord Sammun-Mak. The things I had to do to earn my accessories of privilege would make you weep. Weep, I tell you.
Big deal. Sam weeps at greeting card commercials.
They turn an average day into something special.
Let's go see if we can earn
Don't
something.
go anywhere, Papierwaite. I've got my eye on you.
Why would I leave? I'm right where I want to be, basking in Sammun-Mak's glory.
Sammun-Mak gave his life for tourism.
What's that?
That is Lord Sammun-Mak's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
Corn dogs! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Whoops.
No!
Uh-oh.
What?
What?
What is that? That thing that has defiled our pyramid of corn dogs!
It's, my Eurosnap 3000 SRX camera, my lord.
A camera, eh? Listen up, everybody. We hereby decree that cameras are the most despicable things in the world. If you see a camera, smash it into teeny tiny bits for your lord and master. That is all.
Oh, Bluggerschnoops.
And
Blue
as
Schnoops
for
indeed.
you, into the pit of contrition with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my crunklies!
Vizier, more corn
I'm a simple
dogs.
man. That's all it takes to make me
Right
laugh.
away, your wonderfulness.
That was quick.
Confidentially, this happens a lot, so we always have a spare.
Hey, thanks for the watch streak, Expert Casual. Glad to have you here.
What a spread. Let's see. We've got boar a la Pharaoh, ram's blood jigglers, scarab crunch, and... Ooh, is that scorpion noodle bake?
Oh, guess I can just become a corn dog. That's how I would solve this problem. No, apparently not. Let's see if the future holds anything interesting.
Kill her!
Ooh, I'd hate to be the poor guy on the receiving end of that righteous wrath.
Hey!
Graspy little fella, isn't he?
You'd think his future biceps would have a little muscle tone after all that gladiating.
What the? Apparently, the future is a hellish nightmare of slow-motion action movie cliches. Stop.
That's fine. Okay. So maybe I need to earn good deeds. Seems to be what I'm hearing here. Maybe that's something I can acquire at the other locations. Let's go to Frankie the Rat. Yeah, Skunkape having the Vulcan axe is very good. I used to know what those were called. I've really slipped as a trekker.
If I'm gonna be franchised out, I should at least be collecting licensing fees.
Radio Yurt.
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
What was that? Oh, I guess it just added the phone number.
When your toaster's gone kaput, bring it down to Radio Yurt.
Nicky may charge an arm and a leg, but at least his poetry sucks.
Ooh.
Get me out of here, Sam!
Oh.
Holy mother of Sammun-Mak dancing the karaoke with the priests of Bast.
What was that?
I think they were dial-up modems.
Hold me!
Let's save going here. Don't trust this auto save completely.
Frankie,
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace.
Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall.
Wow. This seems like a good deed.
Now be nice while we talk to your cousin. That's some sweet Sammun-Mak themed bling you got there.
Bling? Do people still say that?
And not just any bling. This here's a genuine pendant of Inquisition, given to me by Lord Sammun-Mak after I personally checked
Nobody expects the pendant of
160,000
Inquisition.
orifices of 20,000
Hey, Kobold.
guests at the
Hey,
security
Yako.
checkpoint of His Majesty's summer soiree.
Classy.
Tell me we're not going to do that.
That's right, Yakobine. Early access to the VOD for anyone who joins up as a member over at my YouTube channel. Thank you for plugging it, Yakobine. I was going to resist plugging it, but now it'd be weird if I didn't. Yeah, everybody be sure to go over and at least follow the channel. But yeah, members get early access to VODs and other good stuff.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
Where's my
Oh,
$5?
brother. Get a
It's in the
room,
mail.
will ya?
Check's in the mail.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Sammun-Mak's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah, of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skun-ka'pe gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the General's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s.
When General Skun-ka'pe finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max. Could you run through this whole gladiatorial gambling thing again?
You probably couldn't tell, but I was asleep the last time.
Sure, no problemo. Like I said, me and the boys like to bet on which of the 6 signature finishing moves General Skun-ka'pe uses to annihilate his opponent in Sammun-Mak's pit of contrition.
How contrite.
Hey, you're a rat who knows how to get things.
Plague, diphtheria, scabies.
Do you have a line on any empty bodies so that we could drop Max's brain
Empty
into?
bodies are good.
Getting a
I
little
like this.
existential in here.
I'd like to help, guys, but that's a little out of my pay grade. I can fix you up with a nice car stereo, though.
Thanks, we'll pass.
Let's not be too hasty, Sam. The powers of my psychic brain melded to a kickin' sound system could be a formidable force for justice.
Get that Alpine stereo bumping. Be unstoppable.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
That Sammun-Mak sure is the bee's knees, isn't he?
You know it, pal. Take a look at this cool bit of bling. If I get a couple
Don't be
more
so
of these
braggy.
accessories of privilege, I'll be hobnobbing with the big ass himself.
Can I borrow your thingy of Inquisition?
No!
How about throwing it in the pot to spice things up a little?
Nah, I'll stick with cash.
Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, guys, wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring 'em on.
More money for us.
So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
$20 on the Great Ape leg sweep.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And, where are you carrying it?
A, since Sammun-Mak kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto, and B, none of your damn business.
Touché.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
Let's see. How's about the simian sucker punch?
I see a gorilla girly slap in the near future.
And I'll be taking all your dough with my bet on the simian scissor kick. But first, I better go get some cash.
What's that all about?
Frankie doesn't trust us, so he never carries any cash when he's around us.
Subsequently, he always has to run off to the ATM machine every time he makes a bet.
Hey, Paulie, you just called it an ATM machine.
Wow.
So what?
So that's redundant, that's what.
I'm back.
Oh, it's a good thing, too. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern here were starting to put me into a coma.
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Looks like another blasphemous mole.
Love a good
man has
Rosencrantz
entered
and
the ring to
Guildenstern
face off
reference.
against Sammun-Mak's undefeated
I was once in a
champion,
stage production of
Skunkape.
Rosencrantz and
Let's
Guildenstern.
see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it yes, the Gorilla Girly Slap, and the crowd goes wild?
Where was the scissor kick?
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ooh, more money for my mani-pedi.
Right in the Labanza.
Wonder what I need to do here.
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
No freaking way! Oh, I was sure it'd be the leg sweep.
No hands, no gorilla. Okay.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing.
Yeah!
I'd like to make another.
Hey, it's your...
So no hands. No gorilla. No leg sweep. So Simeon Scissor Kick seems like the winner.
It says it'll be the Simeon Scissor Kick.
All right, cousins of mine.
Oh, unfortunately, I didn't play Rosencrantz or Guildenstern. I played Horatio from the original play, Hamlet. So it was a very small part. A very small part.
Sam has made
And no
his
such
bet.
thing as
What
small
do you
parts, only
think?
small actors.
I'll take
though.
the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
I'm in for the gorilla thigh squeeze.
I was a supporting
And
player
just to
in
keep
everything
things
I did.
interesting, I'll put 20 down on the great
No, I haven't,
leg
Kobold.
sweep. But first, I better go get some cash.
We take
Elsinore?
jewelry.
So, rats, huh? Well, how's that working out for you?
The fight's about to start.
How's that working out for you is very good.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Sammun-Mak's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Ow! Boom goes the dynamite! Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it
Simeon leg sweep.
the
Or
Simeon
scissor kick, yeah.
Brutal! And the crowd goes wild!
No freaking way! Oh, I was sure it'd be the leg sweep.
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
Hey, I won.
Lucky dog.
Yes, that's it. Luck.
In
Yes.
no way aided by a brain with powers to see into the future.
Don't push it, Max. They may be smarter than they look.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah!
I'd like to make another bet.
Hey, it's your...
Oops. I forgot to go do
On
it
second
properly.
thought, I'm not up for any gambling right now.
Too chicken to hang with the big rats, eh?
Yeah, it's best not to think about where
Don't go
Max's
anywhere,
toys
Frankie.
Why
are.
would I go?
Okay, let's see. Not sure what we're supposed to do quite yet.
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Hail Sammun-Mak!
Yeah, hail.
Gift vault. Let's go to the gift vault. Spencer's gift vault.
Sammun-Mak shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Sammun-Mak used his mighty powers to disperse a thunderstorm in advance to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
Ooh, graffiti.
Sammun-Mak rules. Lousy punks have no respect for spelling.
Use useless door.
Oh, look, Sam, a door! Let's kick it in and blast the hell out of the poor slobs on the other side. Come on, Sam, what do you say? Huh? I hate the new reality! Nothing says beloved ruler like a ubiquitous surveillance network.
Or if we get to take advantage of that at some point.
Hey, Sal.
Sam!
Alright.
I just love your Sammun-Mak accessory.
Pretty sweet, huh? That's my ornament of fealty. Lord Sammun-Mak gave it to me for exposing an evil heretic.
A heretic? What, did he deny the quadrine nature of the esoteric illuminations?
Worse, he didn't salute fast enough.
That is bad. So, to get my own ornament of fealty, I need to expose a heretic?
Heretics aren't so easy to find these days.
I know where some are.
Everyone knows you gotta bow down to Sammun-Mak if you want to stay out of the pit of contrition.
I've got a gift for Lord Sammun-Mak.
This has definitely got to be a Patrick
yeah?
Warburton
I can't
intentional
accept just any
move
old
here.
thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky. What you got?
How about an authentic Egyptian brain screw?
Ooh, that's a really bad idea, Sam.
Why?
Didn't you hear? Sammun-Mak hates those things. I should destroy it right now.
We'd better hold on to it just in case Lord Sammun-Mak changes his mind.
Yeah, okay. He is a whimsical overlord.
Capricious.
How about this nifty brain in a jar?
Ooh, that's a really bad idea, Sam.
Why? I'd make a perfect gift.
For most people, sure, but Lord Sammun-Mak has a thing about disembodied brains. Some sort of unresolved past life issues.
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that in his autobiography. Looks like you'll have to stay out here with me, little buddy.
You know, if Max here wasn't a brain, he'd probably make a fine offering. Sammun-Mak loves it when people offer up their friends as gifts.
Oh, that's useful. How about this sweet gun?
How about a handsome but seldom useful firearm?
Lord Sammun-Mak doesn't need guns. He could drop an army by wrinkling his cute little nose.
I didn't know my cute little nose could wrinkle.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything worthy of his plenipotency at the moment.
I hear ya. I got worthiness issues myself.
Wow.
I've got a gift for Lord...
Oh, wait.
We'll see about...
Okay.
I hear ya.
Neil.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Get a room, will ya?
Yeah, I gotta figure out what we need to do here.
Sammun-Mak is handsome.
How do we get some of these badges?
Cute. When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
I see you got a new job.
Grand Vizier Papierwaite was so impressed with my work as a museum security guard that he promoted me to the chief offering collector here at the Regional Offering Vault 714.
It's true, you cockroaches really are survivors.
Yep. And now I don't even have to patrol. All I gotta do is guard this door and take gifts into this impenetrable offering vault. It's a little slice of heaven.
Sounds pretty good.
How go the offerings today?
You know how it is. In a tough economy, charitable contributions go right down the toilet.
Even gifts to Lord Sammun-Mak?
I know. The guy creates the sky and the stars and the creatures of the field, and people let a little thing like a double-dip recession stop them from paying their respects.
It's a sick, sad world, Sal.
Sick, sad world.
Hey, Sal, does his absolute perfectionist have any empty bodies in there? My buddy's in the market for one.
I'm sure he wouldn't miss it.
First of all, the answer is no. Lord Sammun-Mak doesn't have any empty bodies in there.
Rats.
Second of all, you really shouldn't kid around about stealing from the big guy. That kind of talk could get the Grand Vizier and his goons all over your keisters.
If I had a butt, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Keisters.
Catch you later, Sal.
Hail Sammun.
Oh, brother.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, Lord Sammun-Mak's gonna love this.
Looks like someone's about to give Lord Sammun-Mak the perfect gift. I hope it's me.
Curses. The vision ended.
No, you can't have my toy. I need to give this to the General. Hey!
Wow. What do you call deja vu in the future?
Deja vu?
Deja vu?
Hey!
Stop bothering me. I finally found my place in Sammun-Mak's blessed world, and I don't need my bubble rubbed by no freelance police.
Don't need my bubble rubbed. Sorry, I don't need my bubble rubbed.
It's about time they built an official Sammun-Mak offering vault out here in the borough.
Offering vault? You mean there's nothing in there but stuff that people have given to Sammun-Mak?
Yep. No more schlepping over to Newark for this Sammun-Mak tithing, doggy.
Well, gang, I don't know quite what to do. What's our next move?
If Sammun-Mak is such a perfect ruler and this is such a perfect world, then why are there still parking meters?
Quit it, Max. Cognitive dissonance gives me gas, like my Uncle Barney's Great Dane. The Pharaoh sure loves a good light show.
An idol on every corner. Now why didn't I think of that while I was planning my cult?
The Pharaoh loves a good light show. What do we do with that?
Stinky?
Oh, great. You're back. Oh,
You look,
it's been...
Hey, Sam!
Grandpa Stinky.
What is it, Max?
I'm feeling a little lost right now.
Isn't that my line?
Usually, but now that you're a member of Team Sammun-Mak, it looks like I'll be doing all the driving.
Yeah, we just need to defeat
You're a funny
Sammun-Mak.
little glob of protein, Max.
Give me a clue.
Sometimes I wish I could be an offering to Lord Sammun-Mak.
Let's get a move on.
Will do.
I wish there's
Yo,
a past
Stinky.
vision.
Again with the interruptions.
Okay, maybe we
See you,
should
Stinky.
turn ourselves
I
into
can
some
help.
corn dogs. Is that something? Ah, why not? Why can't I turn myself into a box of corn dogs?
Smack Backs Yak Slacks. It's a story about how Sammun-Mak briefly declared Andean weave pants to be his
Pickle little.
Okay. Sam remarked on there being a picture of the storm on the newspaper. Oh, which newspaper location was that? Was that Frankie the Rat? No, there is no newspaper at Frankie the Rat.
Right, that rat's bank account must have more zeros than Donald Trump's alimony checks.
Timely. To the gift vault.
Sammun-Mak shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as... And look,
Okay.
there's a picture.
Yeah, I guess that was hinted pretty well. I just didn't pick up on it.
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do. Look at me, Sam. I'm a low-pressure system. I'm like a cushy government job, but with
That's
thunder.
great.
Are you precipitating?
So we need to take that to Stinky,
Sure,
right?
precipitating. That's it.
That's so good. That's such a good
This one?
animation. See, every time there's a low pressure system, Stinky's knees get stiff. Let's see what that does.
Oh, the weather's turning. I can feel it.
Yo, Stinky.
Again with the interruptions. Lord Sammun-Mak won't be...
Yeah.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemy.
Burst me bagpipes.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
I'm not a heretic, you blithering idiot. I've got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Sammun-Mak.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Sammun-Mak himself to reward you with one of his accessories
There we
of
go.
privilege. The ornament of fealty.
Sweet.
Aw, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Well done, Max.
We did it.
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Sammun-Mak.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snort laugh there.
Stinky?
Oh, great. You're.
Oh.
I wonder if they'll destroy Grandpa Stinky's thingy of tithing now that he's a heretic and all.
Oh no, they'll just pass it on to the next schlub that gives Sammun-Mak a one-of-a-kind gift.
Wow, he's omnipotent, but he still takes time to recycle. Now who are you texting?
My lawyer.
For Grandpa Stinky?
For me. With Grandpa up on heresy charges, the whole Stinky family's going to be under a dark cloud.
So to speak.
Get it?
You look busy, so we'll let you get back.
It's been great.
It's too bad I can't just have Max turn into one of the accessories here. Could just shortcut to the end of this quest. Okay, let's go back down to the sewer and see if there's anything new to be learned there.
Our Lord Sammun-Mak sure loves his corn dogs.
Doesn't feel like this is where I need to be.
Sam, could you?
Bow down again? I know what you're up to, Max.
You do?
You're planning my surprise birthday party, aren't you?
You got me. Turn around and practice acting surprised.
You got it.
Okay, nothing new down
You
here.
stay here cowering in the dark. I'll go beat the bad guy.
Good luck,
We'll be fighting by your side.
In spirit. Rhinoplasty is important for the rest of the puzzles as well. That seems like something we might want to rhinoplasty. To what end, I don't know. But it feels like something that's very rhinoplasty friendly. But nay, it is not. Try it once more from over here, just in case. No, our head won't even tilt over there. Really
He'd
wanted
throw
a
his own
saw.
mother into the pot if he ran out of cash.
Okay, so we just need to keep on. Just keep on winning? Is that as simple as that?
Mista card, the last more or less honest credit.
Normally I'd be...
Maybe we just keep winning at the gladiator games? We don't know where the ATM is, so we can't rig it in some way. Maybe it is as simple as just continuing to bet.
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Hands.
Stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Hands,
Skunkape,
non-ape.
you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him?
Hands, non-ape.
Again?
Oh.
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I?
This is good. Yeah,
Right in
thank you,
your
Value
bonza.
Cheese. It was a picture of a credit card. I'm clearly not picking up on the clues of when to use rhinoplasty. Thank you for the hint. Consider the credit card sign. Oops, wrong one.
You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
That's funny. I love that he's just a little floating credit card now.
I'm dreaming of a pyramid of coins.
Okay. It's just a little guy, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. He's basically Boggle. He's, or Boogle. He's Boogling it.
Again?
Don't
He's
tell
pulling
him
a real
nothing,
Boogle.
Frankie.
Yeah.
Got
Don't
to
go anywhere.
Why
get
would
the
I?
clue. Okay. I don't know if the last one will stick, so let's get
Gotta
another.
love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't
Hands.
get the rest right.
Stupid! Why did I think he'd do one of those lame-o ape moves?
Hands, no ape,
Skunkape, you
no
jerk.
girly.
Ooh, that's
Hands,
brutal.
no ape, no girly.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing.
Yeah.
I'd like to take some more of your money.
Ah, jeez.
So hands, no ape. So that's it.
I'll put a Jackson on the Simeon Sucker Punch.
All right, cousins of mine. Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'll take the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Bad
Down
choice.
for 20 on the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Nice bet, Sky. But first, I better go get some cash.
Okay, I've got to ask. The Black Plague. Now, what was up with that?
The fight's about to start.
I wonder how we use our credit card form.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off Skun-ka'pe. Yes! And the crowd!
Skunkape, you jerk!
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
You won again? Unbelievable!
It's almost supernatural even.
We'll never get Frankie to bet anything interesting while he's got that credit card.
Come on!
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
Let's get a move on.
Will do.
Cheating at gambling's the only way I'm going to win at gambling.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah!
Could you run through this whole gladiator?
You probably couldn't tell, but I was asleep the last time.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I borrow your thingy of Inquisition?
No!
How about throwing it?
Nah, I'll stick with...
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
I wonder what we need to
Right
do
into a
here.
bonza.
We'll never get Frankie to bet anything interesting while he's got that credit card.
Max kept talking about corn dogs. After turning into a credit card, they go try to buy some corn dogs, huh?
Stinky?
Oh,
So the pyramid.
Say now, I'm out of that jar, and there's fried food in the room.
The Pharaoh sure loves a good light show. Sammun-Mak sure does love his corn dogs.
All right, Egypt boy, you can steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
It's gonna shut down Mistacard. I get it now.
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Sammun-Mak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever.
There we have
it.
it.
So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
That's a good puzzle. I didn't figure it out without a few nudges, but I like the gag quite a bit. Yeah, who knows what kind of damage Max did to the U.S.
Max
economy.
has your credit card, be sure
as
to max him
president.
out buying 1,000 copies of Codename. Iceman.
It's only $49.95 at your local software realtor. Thank you. Retailer, not realtor. That's a whole different thing. Thank you, Reiki. Okay, back to the action. Specifically, a piece of the action. Contact your software realtor today.
I'd give the Pharaoh an aglet, but he had every last one of them destroyed.
I will say the game's hints are nice and vague in terms of not being just straight up
Come on,
spoilers.
Skun-ka'pe. Use your stinking hands.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
Where was the
Non-gorilla.
scissor kick?
Feet non-gorilla, non-scissor.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him.
Yeah.
I'd like to make...
Hey, it's your...
Feet, non-gorilla,
20
non-scissor.
bucks on the Great Ape leg sweep.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
Let's see. How's about the simu-
I'm in for the gorilla. And I'll be taking all. But first, I gotta get some cash.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
A credit card?
Lord Sammun-Mak hates credit cards.
Pulverize it.
Now, guys.
No, guys.
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
The pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Sammun-Mak himself. An accessory, what do you call it?
Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and 60 bucks.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Looks like another blasphemy. Oh, that's Skun-ka'pe's. Oh my, yes! It's the Great Ape Leg Sweep! And the crowd
There you have
goes wild!
Where was the scissor kick?
Well, come on, Skun.
I should have known better.
Come to Papa.
Sweet. That's what a gambling addiction will get you.
Oh!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Sammun-Mak.
Okay, now we
Works
need the
for
perfect
us.
gift. The perfect gift.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
Why don't we listen to the radio anymore, Max?
Because it's lame and we're not 60?
Radio Yurt is very good. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, bad idea, little guy. You're the thing Sammun-Mak hates most.
You're no fun at all.
As I say, I want to do the toaster here. My goal is, I think, I want to see if I can rhinoplasty this toaster. Again, it's very Steve Martin's King Tut, where at one point he offers up a blender as an offering to the Pharaoh King. Yeah, this is a really nicely done episode. Sherlock Jr., I like the balance of how Max is taking the lead on this one. Especially since in the first half it was all Sam. Let's see, gift vault. This is good. I like this puzzle a lot. A toaster's very good. I recently upgraded our toaster. Don't want to brag, but for the first time, we now have a 4-slice toaster here at the house, and I've never been able to make toast so efficiently. It's amazing. Born in Arizona, moved
Sam,
to
get a load of me!
Babylon, King Tut.
For the love of Sammun-Mak, don't say it.
Toasty.
Toasty. Does it do crumpets? Probably. Who's to say?
Hey, Sal.
Sam.
I have the perfect gift.
I've got a gift for Lord Sammun-Mak.
Oh, yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky. What you got?
How about a toaster?
No, I don't think his terrificness is all that into toasters.
Darn.
I was sure that was the
Giving that back to
solution.
Sammun-Mak, he'll think I'm a regifter.
Do I need to make toasters the best thing ever somehow?
On second thought.
I hear you.
Catch you later, Sal. Hail Sammun-Mak.
Hail Sammun-Mak right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
We need to make him think a
monkey
toaster's
boy.
the best thing since
Monkey's
sliced
a
bread.
Tails dog, man, and I'm busy.
What can we do? If only we could make toast. Don't think there's anything going on at Frankie's. Yeah, surely it's not toasted corn dog, is it? Is that really going to be the solution?
That's the second largest stack of corn dogs I've ever seen.
You may have my body, you phony Pharaoh, but all your corn dogs are belong to Max. Hey, Pharaoh face, look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams.
I think this was the wrong call.
Is that
It's a wedge-go toaster, sir.
a toaster, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak, Lord of all creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster and you want to make us happy, break it into tiny little bits.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature. What a spread!
Let's see, we got that already. It's a good question. Is there anything in here we haven't entered? Oh yeah, there
My
is.
offerings to Sammun-Mak will never stand out when so many people are giving him the same thing.
We never did anything with the cool console here.
In New Zealand, this arrangement of nondescript stars has been designated the Big Fan.
Ooh, Paperwaite. What is that?
It's an electric fan, my lord.
Fan. Attention, everyone!
Ah.
This is Sammun-Mak, the light of your lives and the breath in your lungs speaking. We just want you to know that, as of right now, electric fans are officially my most cherished things in the world, second only to our glorious selves. Carry on.
Okay, this is good.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Sammun-Mak.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation.
This
now
is good.
forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
Flying toasters.
What?
Pretty good.
It's a Wedgeco toaster, your omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Sammun-Mak, the Divine, speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter.
Awesome
just
meter.
Thought you should know.
All right, there we go. Progress. Now we got it. Thank you, Valiant Cheese. Now to the gift vault. I feel like these chapters are a lot beefier than the ones in
My offerings to Sammun-Mak will never stand
in
out when
season
so
1
many
and
people
2.
are giving him the same thing.
Rhinoplasty.
A lot more content,
Wow,
it feels
Max,
like.
I'll bet you're the only toaster left in the world now that Sammun-Mak's ordered them all
That's
destroyed.
great. That's
in
so
fact,
good.
I'm having a hard time tamping down my urge to pummel you right now.
Isn't that how you normally go through life?
Yeah, but now there's peer pressure.
I love that he still yeets Toaster Max.
Hey, Sal.
Sam.
Yeah, this is a very Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy sort of concept of how you might solve a
I've got
puzzle.
a gift for Lord Sammun-Mak.
We'll see about that. What you got?
I have the world's last toaster.
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Sammun-Mak's gonna love this. Wedgeco toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Sammun-Mak has ordered me to present you
We
with
did
one
it.
of his accessories of privilege. A medallion of superlative tithing.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Sammun-Mak. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Well, you had the
Three-hopping horse
answer
on a
all along.
two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Sammun-Mak's divine personage.
It's true.
I'd prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first.
You know, I don't want to make any promises because I may come to my senses before this actually happens. But my goal is this Sunday. I think I might stream World of Warcraft of all things. I haven't played it in nearly 20 years, and I got the itch recently, and I thought it might be fun to just see what World of Warcraft is like in the year 2024. It's gonna be a bad idea. We're all gonna regret it. Matawi, playing some WoW right now. How's it going? How are you doing with it? Is this my favorite season of Sammun-Mak, Ricky? That's a great question. It might be. I really like the psychic powers. I feel like the writing's been good in all the Telltale Sammun-Mak games, but I feel like it's even sharper in this one. I think this is a fantastic game.
Wow, that spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunkape.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the ninja skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max.
I like it. So we should just be able to get into the inner circle now, eh? Are we going to do a naked gnome raid? I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I would love to experience more WoW. But in my heart of hearts, I'm a night elf hunter, and that's all I can ever be. So I just don't know if there's room for me to try another class, another race, anything. It's just...
This should be fun.
It's my destiny.
Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Sammun-Mak's Freelance Police have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Sammun-Mak, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome,
Pretty
Sammun-Mak.
exciting.
Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
A busy god. Hey, Sammun-Mak.
Lord Sammun-Mak, thanks for welcoming me into your inner circle. I can't believe I'm so close to your
Hey,
radiant
Stinky Bean.
gloriousness.
Welcome in. Howdy, howdy.
Yes, it's a great honor. Now still your tongue. We're watching the fight.
He talked to me.
Stop drooling, Sam.
So good.
Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
Our God is a busy God. He raised from a museum.
Check it out, Max. It's Lord Sammun-Mak's box of power.
I wish I had a box of power.
Deep down, I think everyone does, Max.
Doing great, Stinky. Thank you for asking.
Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy... Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
Wow, that was some world-class groveling.
I wonder where he trained.
Kill her!
What the? Ouch. Looks like Skunkape finally catches up with that poor old...
Sam, what's the...
Ask me again.
Let's try to say again. I skipped through accidentally.
You furry fool!
Ouch. Looks like Skunkape finally catches up with that poor old mole girl in the end.
Sam, what's the difference between furry and hairy?
Ask me again when you're old enough to start using chat rooms.
Old enough to start using chat rooms is very good. I'm a big Max fan too. I fell in love with these characters.
What are you waiting for? You've got what you need to enter Sammun-Mak's inner circle. Get the brain screw to Sammun-Mak now!
I fell in love with these characters when I played Hit the Road, and these Telltale Games have just been fantastic.
O most mighty and glorious Lord Sammun-Mak, I have something you might be interested in. Hey now, Missy, be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
No, Sam.
Fool! Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
No.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
Don't do it.
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperwaite, how could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you.
Yes.
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes. This is what we're here for.
Enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin.
Ook. Eat ack. Oh no.
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the Penal Zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Skunkape!
She's our taunt.
So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the
It's very
arena.
wordy.
Hey, liberté, egalite, with mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
How dare you!
Ow!
Yeah, the music here is perfect. Definitely a mock time
Seen that move
vibes.
Max, a little help here? I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Papierwaite?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting. Hi-ya!
Oh!
Did that help?
A little, but do you think you can widen the zoom on these visions a bit?
Maybe if I had some hands, I could fiddle with the lenses.
Okay.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister.
Let's see. Taunt.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Yeah, it's probably phone stinky. That's usually the solution.
I can't believe you're doing Paperwaite's dirty work.
What are you talking about?
I don't see him in here getting all sweaty with Mole Man, do you?
Ha! The only thing Paperwaite is good for is fetching me more grapes after my battles.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
I bet Sammun-Mak really appreciates how well you follow Paperwaite's orders.
Paperwaite? That two-bit conjurer isn't fit to pick nits out of my hide.
Wow.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Paperwaite told me.
Paperwaite? That spineless cretin.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperwaite dumped you, huh?
What are you
Oh, no.
talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperwaite didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie!
Ah,
All right.
my eyes! A worthy attempt, Sam. But your feeble blows cannot topple me.
Max!
Okay. Let's see what goes next.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by
Okay.
Why don't after... Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Paperwaite broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
Told you, I broke up with him.
Liar!
Ah, my eyes!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperwaite dumped you, huh?
What are you talking?
You know, when he...
What?
That's a lie!
Ah, my eyes!
What am I supposed to do when his eyes are...
Oh!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Didn't any of the mole people give you a good...
Well...
Hey! With Mole!
Yeah, exactly.
Ow!
Huh, how do I make the mole men...
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
about those mole people.
Don't talk to...
Hey! With more! Ow!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
I've been wondering.
What?
Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
Wow. How very dare he.
You clumsy oaf. Do you know how much that equipment costs?
Woo!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Paperweight
Hey,
broke
Cregan.
your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
Yeah, Sammun-Mak is distracted now. We'll get this. Now we got it. Oh no.
Hey, Skunkape!
Was that the age taunt that got us that?
You sure you don't want to?
Why?
Well, it'll be.
Stop hacking at my blood.
Woo!
Hey, Skunkape!
What? What are you talking?
You know, when he.
What?
That's a lie.
Ah, my eyes!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Huh.
Don't just stand there like a drooling who-man. Hit me!
Uh-oh.
Here!
Oh, very amusing.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
So, Grandpa.
Oh, 2 age taunts, then the mole taunt, maybe?
Woo!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
So, Grandpa.
You clumsy oaf. Do you...
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
Paperweight.
Liar!
Ah, my eyes!
Hey, Skunkape!
Let's see here. How do I make this
What?
work? I'm not very good at him either, clearly. No shame.
So, Grandpa.
Stop hacking.
Woo!
Max, little help here?
Hey, Skelsky. Welcome in.
Does my face always look like that when I'm laughing maniacally? Paperweight's got a shorter fuse than those fire.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey, Skunkape!
What?
It must have hurt when...
What are you talking about?
You know.
What?
That's a lie!
Ah, my eyes!
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
So, Grandpa.
Yeah, I just can't figure out how to extend this or keep him distracted.
Hey, yo!
Oh, do the mole man first? Okay.
Hey, Skunkape!
What?
About those mole people.
Don't talk to me about those pathetic little fur bags.
Yeah, this is... I can't believe I didn't
with the Pharaoh!
get that.
La la la. So cool.
There we go. Thank you,
Skunkape,
Valiant
what?
Cheese. I can't believe I didn't see it.
Paperweight broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
Told you, I broke up with him.
Liar!
Ah, my eyes!
Hi-ya!
Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
Is this what you want to do, Sam?
I have had enough of you.
I knew you
There
could do
it
it,
is.
Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max.
There's some classic
Who knew
Kirk.
Skunkape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here?
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality.
Try not to ruin my face, Sam.
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys.
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can.
You can do it. I have had enough of you.
Can't, your gloriousness.
That's more like it. Why so quiet, Sam? Bastet got your tongue?
Sammun-Mak, you're really
Yes.
a heck of a guy.
I was
That's
right.
pretty good.
This is fun.
Max, give me a hand here.
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right. I'll see what I can do. Sammun-Mak is stupid. Sammun-Mak is lame.
You're next, Brain.
You know what I could go for right now? Some cheesy fries.
Oh, man, me
Not
too.
helping, Max.
Sammun-Mak is mighty. Sammun-Mak is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sammun-Mak is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Sammun-Mak is handsome. Sammun-Mak is cute.
When we think of Sammun-Mak, we give a big salute.
You moitered him.
Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now.
It's more violent than usual. That's right. Cheesy fries and corn dogs, Dream Ship. Cheesy fries and corn dogs. That's a good gag. I like that a lot.
Ooh, have I got a headache? Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't
Never
worry,
be
though.
the head
I
of a
saved
Major
the day
Davis
all by
ministry.
myself, even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
Did I GG it? If so, this was a great episode.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
What?
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Oh no. Not of the Living Sams.
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Papierwaite survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams?
What is the dealio?
We'll have answers
Very good episode.
of a sort to these questions in our next chapter. Until then, my friends, sleep well.
Beyond the Alley of the Dolls. I like it. That was good. That was really good stuff. They stole Max's brain. Fantastic episode. From strength to strength. Whew. That was good stuff. Yeah, the voice intro is so good. I love the narrator here. We did it. Yeah, I like the B-movie conceit of all these episodes. Everything about this. This has all been so strong so far. But we did it, gang. We beat the Devil's Playhouse. Episode 3, they stole Max's brain. It was touch and go there for a minute. But with your help, we managed to string together yet another victory and a long string of victories going back over 4 years now here at the channel. So thank y'all so much for hanging out. Thank you for being part of this tonight. Like I said, I think Sunday night, I'm going to try to play World of Warcraft for the first time in 20 years. We'll see how that goes. I can only imagine it's going to be a disaster, but hey, that's half the fun. Be sure to tune in Sunday night. Then next week, I'll be playing more of the Devil's Playhouse. We've got 2 more chapters left. We want to get through both of those. And then on Retro Adventure Wednesday, I'm going to be playing the new AGI 16-color demake of King's Quest 6. That's one that I'm really looking forward to. Hey, thank you so much, Stinky Bean. I appreciate the follow. And thank y'all for hanging out. I had a blast with this tonight. I hope you did too. I hope it's been a good Friday night for you and your weekend gets off to a good start. Before we say goodnight, let's get a raid going. There's all kinds of exciting things going on here. Let me see who is on and where we should raid. Oh my goodness, lots of good options here. Ooh, let's raid over to. Oh my goodness, let's raid over to Atari Beer Pong, who tonight is playing Shadowgate for the Atari ST. I think on original hardware, but don't quote me on that. Atari Beer Pong's a terrific streamer. Great vibe over there. I think you'll enjoy it. So I'll see you on the other side of the raid. Have a great night, and we'll adventure again soon.